Good evening. I'm Gary Franchi, Chief White House Correspondent for the Next News Network, bringing you everything that moved out of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue over the past 24 hours, streaming with our partners at Trump Daily Post. President Trump just declared what he's calling Economic D-Day against Iran, the most crushing economic operation ever taken against any country. In his words, after the regime in Tehran refused a deal. He said their Navy's gone, their Air Force is gone, their factories are gone, their currency is worthless, and the country is hanging by a thread. He put every nation on notice. Give Iran an oil smuggling route, a swap line, a ship registry, or a front command, and you'll eat tremendous economic consequences right along with them. Iran will never have a nuclear weapon. He also signed a new national space transportation policy today. And the First Lady expanded her signature initiative in the Rose Garden. So let's get into the day. According to the guidance, the president opened at 8 a.m. with executive time, taped a radio interview at 9, ran a policy meeting in the Oval at 11, and held signing time at 2, all close to the pool. Pool call was 9 a.m. this morning. And from the morning's pool report, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent stopped outside the White House and told reporters he expects bond prices to keep falling and the oil spike to come back down once the economic action lands. He confirmed the national debt crossed $40 trillion and said growth is how you beat it. And he torched a Democrat attorney general over corporate welfare, pointing straight at the nearly $1 billion tariff refund target collected on Chinese and foreign-made goods. Reporters shouted questions about Economic D-Day and Iran as the sky opened up on them. The rain stopped the second Bessent walked away. The press office dropped a lunch lid until 1:10 p.m. Shortly after, country star Luke Bryan turned up in the briefing room and took photos at the podium. No word on why he was in the building. At 3:48 p.m., the President and First Lady Melania Trump walked into the Rose Garden, roughly 200 chairs, soft jazz, 88 degrees, and humidity so thick you could cut it with a knife. Her opening line, "Good afternoon. I hear you've missed me." Kevin Hassett, Doug Burgum, Jared Agan, and Markwayne Mullen were all in the seats. Drivers Scott Dixon, Alexander Rossi, Graham Rawl, and Scott McLaughlin handed her a commemorative hat. Roger Penske spoke 18 minutes start to finish, and it began 10 minutes early. President Trump stood with her and let her have that moment. In a White House statement, IndyCar and Fox Corporation donated $2 million to fund Fostering the Future scholarships at Indiana University and Purdue, pushing the networks to 26 schools. An IndyCar race car wearing Be Best and Fostering the Future branding sat right there in the Rose Garden. And it runs the Freedom 250 Grand Prix right here in Washington this weekend on Fox. Cabinet secretaries fanned out across the country. RFK Jr. in Dubuque, Chris Wright in the Permian Basin, Sean Duffy in Grand Rapids, Doug Collins at the Omaha, Virginia, Howard Howard Lutnick in Bakersfield, Kelly Loeffler in Indiana, and Mullen in Alaska. Vice President J.D. Vance heads to a manufacturing plant in Brewer, Maine on Monday. In 24 hours, Tehran squeezed 1,000 launches a year, targeted by 2030. Foster kids handed a path to a degree, and that's a government that's working. Now, that is your White House rundown for the last 24 hours.